but it's something we can promise you. Our dynasty will never end. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Sports Dynasty podcast.
He said "F off." I'm dead.
Yeah, keep that in the intro for this. That's pretty good actually. Can't even lie.
That was funny. Well, this is your Patriots Place episode.
Yes, as you know, the Patriots clinch a playoff spot with a win against the Cincinnati Bengals.
No, I like that, bungholes. That's what I usually say.
Yeah, the Cincinnati Bengals, 34-13, after they had a pretty slow first half. That the Bengals really thought they would have a chance, and then nope, they got.
The defense said,
yeah,
no.
there was a man or a force that came into
like
Cincinnati and completely just blanketed anything in his sight. His name was Stephon Gilmore.
Defensive player of the year.
Yeah, defensive player of the year, and his sidekick J.C. Jackson, who completely it was bad.
It was amazing.
It was amazing. It was amazing to watch, but bad for Bengals fans. I was at the Bengals bar, Phoebe, which is actually a nice bar.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, there was more Patriot fans in the bar than Bengals fans, which
I'm not surprised.
There were some Bengals fans that were like, "Oh yeah, 1-12, man, 1-12. We're about to be 2-12." I'm like, no, sir, you're about to get your asses kicked, and they knew it. They knew they were gonna get the asses kicked. They knew. It was bad.
They better have known. It took you 3 months to win that game. Like, stop it. But the Patriots played like they didn't care and decided to go to sleep for a half. Well, they didn't sleep. The offense just sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there are some bright spots in this day.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Mr. N'Keal Harry, which I knew in the last show, I said, listen, this is the Bengals. They need to showcase more of N'Keal Harry, and he had a great game in this game.
Yeah, the box score doesn't tell you anything. So there's a lesson for people. Don't look at a box score and then just assume what happened in the game, because they don't tell you everything or even anything. If you watch this game, you will see that N'Keal Harry was definitely involved in this entire offense. And that's the type of stuff that we were screaming about for the last 2 or 3 weeks. That time you start giving these kids the ball. And he's starting to do it. Like that beautiful touchdown pass.
At first, in the beginning of the first half, I'm like, all right, listen, this is the worst run defense in the league. They just run the ball. They were struggling to run the ball early in the first half, which I'm like, what are you doing? Like, why? Why are we not running the ball efficiently against this trash? I know the offensive line is kind of suspect right now, but really, like, we should be running the ball with them crazy. Eventually, they ended up, really getting together. Joe Mixon in this game was really great.
Yes, he was.
He was a bright spot in this game, and that was it. And then Andy Dalton does Andy Dalton things.
Yep, throw to Stephon Gilmore.
Mm-hmm. Which I thought was bold of him. He was like, wait a minute, you're just testing him. Like, you're really testing Stephon Gilmore. He's saying, forget it. I'm going to test him. I get him. If I don't, I don't.
And I think he passed.
Oh, yeah.
I think he did. I mean, you did throw a touchdown pass to him, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think he passed. And he dropped the pick, too. He should have had 3. Like, low-key, Stephon Gilmore should have damn near 10, because he dropped a lot of picks this year.
Yeah, he did.
He really has.
Come on, he's the defensive player of the year.
Hey, he's defensive player of the year. Like, I don't even understand why people are really trying to argue this. Like, who else is even close to that?
Nah.
Be honest.
J.C. Jackson,
that's probably the close person.
Had 2 picks of his own. I believe that Stephon Gilmore leads the league in interceptions.
Yes, he does.
And I think he's tied with Devin McCourty, but he has 5 as well.
No, he passed Devin McCourty. I think he's tied with Tre'Davious White. He caught 2 picks.
No. Tre'Davious White is at least he leads the league. He has 6.
Yeah, so does Stephon Gilmore.
Yeah, so
they're tied.
Whatever. But I have to do check again. But that's pretty crazy.
I'm paying attention. I said he should be the defensive player of the year since September. So let's do this. I'm in his bandwagon. I've been in his bandwagon.
And apparently Aaron Donald is still the front runner. But I'm like, how?
I don't know if he's the front runner. I just know Pro Football Focus swears that he's the best player to ever grace God's green earth. He should win everything.
I mean, did his defense get blown out by Dallas on Sunday? So, yeah.
I just don't understand it. He's just a defensive tackle. I don't understand it. But whatever. They've been sucking on him since he was drafted.
He has 2 pick sixes in the season. 2 pick sixes on the season.
I think he allows a passer rating that's less than if a quarterback would just spike the ball every down. I think his passer rating he allows is less than that. That's how ridiculous he is.
Absolutely insane.
And I didn't even look, or I should have. I didn't even look at his real numbers. like his advanced stats, to see what the real completion percentage he allows or anything like that, which I'm sure is sub 50. I'm sure of it. So, come on, like no. Usually, I don't understand this about Defensive Player of the Year, but they love to favorite defensive linemen. I don't know why. Like pass rushers specifically, I don't know why, but they always do. There is no exquisite, pass rushing season going on right now. No one's really doing anything that blows anybody's mind. Like this dude got 20 sacks last year, so that's why he won it so easily and stuff like that. So now that no one's going crazy, now you can actually look at the other positions who I believe are more valuable, like cornerback. So there's so many damn wide receivers running around who are good nowadays. You need those cornerbacks, so they got a lot of value nowadays. And the best one is, locking people up to the point where one of them in Cincinnati was completely delusional and swore he won battles. But that's how bad he got locked up. How was he not Defensive Player of the Year? We haven't had a cornerback Defensive Player of the Year, I believe, since Charles Wilson, like 2009, I think. Like, so he needs to get that award. He needs to stop playing around.
That shit is crazy. But also really, really good as well. We have to talk about the good as well. Special teams, Mr. MVP himself, Matthew Slater, who is I just marvel how much he's able to just do the little things like block punts or like he's excellent. Like the little thing he does is amazing. Like first of all, that was a great strip on the punt return and put the Patriots right back in field position, and then that was it right there. Like it's just the little things, man. Like I'm grateful for him, man.
I love him.
I don't know why I don't have his jersey though. I don't know why. I don't have Matthew Slater's jersey. Like he's good.
Because you're not Tulio, that's why.
Shout out to Tulio. He has every fucking jersey at Ultimate Man. He does. Yeah, that was great though. But and another thing I want to ask the question though. What's wrong with Jonathan Jones, man? What is wrong with him?
I think I heard in this game.
He was like on a touchdown pass. They gave up. It was like, damn, he just let him walk right through him. Like he didn't even bother.
He made him take a knee.
Yeah, it was bad. And I'm like, listen, like he's been playing pretty bad lately. Hasn't been good. He's been getting bullied lately, but for the most part, yeah, I was noticing about that too though. But
but I see people exaggerating, talking about he sucks. Now I'm like, hold on.
I don't want to tell you say he sucks. Like listen, like only that's still what happened to Jonathan Jones, man. Like
you're gonna let the last 3 weeks take out what he did the entire season and last season and the season before that? Like, come on now. Like, could you calm down? He's very good. He's a slot corner. In that play where he took a knee, that he shouldn't have been in that position in the first place. Why is he in the outside against the tight end? He shouldn't be there. You saw the size difference, right? Yeah, he shouldn't have been there to begin with. So no, that was a bad thing. However, again, I don't know why the fuck he took a knee. Like that was retarded. But yeah. But this game is much to do about nothing. Like there's nothing to be happy about and there's nothing to be that angry about. Like I'm not gonna exaggerate because we started off very slow. We're up, what was it, 13, 10 and a half? I'm not gonna exaggerate about that. I was mad at the time because I was trying to watch the Titans game because that was more important because I knew we were going to win. But I had to pay attention to the fucking Patriots game because we were done. But then Stephon Gilmore took over the game. Like, good, finally. So there's not much to do. We have a much more important game to discuss this Saturday.
The heavyweight championship fight. Who would have thought that the AFC East championship would be decided literally toward the end of the season? This is not including 2008 when we were tied with Miami going into week 17.
Yep, when Tom Brady wasn't there.
So that says more about Miami than anything. Fucking bums. But it's not even here nor there. But the heavyweight champion, the Buffalo Bills, 10-4, got a Foxborough to take on your New England Patriots, 11-3, 4:30 Eastern time. This is going to be a slobber knocker. I actually have a prediction for this game. Actually, it's going to be a low scoring game. At least the score will be 20-14 New England. I think that they're gonna have their way as far as Singletary's gonna run the ball a lot because the Patriots' run defense is kind of iffy. They don't do too well with stopping the run. They don't do too well. Like you could look at Nick Chubb and Nick Chubb for the most part of that Cleveland game early in the year.
Baltimore.
Yeah, Baltimore. The whole team, Baltimore. And for the most part, Joe Nixon had his way with us too in the first half. He had literally almost 100 yards rushing in the first half. But for the most part, they just had their way with them. So I think it's going to be close. Very, very grinded. As long as the Patriots are able to run the ball consistently, we have a chance. and then force Josh Allen to throw the ball. You have the two best corners in the league, and they won the same game, Tre'Davious White and Stephon Gilmore. So expect it to be no flight zone, both sides. Especially since this offense can't move the ball anyway, it's gonna be no flight zone. They're gonna have to make someone else beat them. So I would say James White or Burkhead because
or this could be in the N'Keal Harry game too.
It could be.
This might be a game they actually utilize because if I'm not mistaken, their second, third, or fourth corners aren't all that. Plus, I don't think they have much size either. N'Keal Harry's a big body.
Yeah.
Just utilize him in like slants and seam throws, and he should be fine.
Because honestly speaking,
use the kid.
Honestly speaking, I think Tre'Davious is gonna be up on Edelman the whole game.
He should be up on Edelman. I think
a whole game, which would be smart. And then which should open up. Dorsett, especially N'Keal Harry, should have a big game in this game too. But also they have to establish the run. If they can run the ball and milk the clock, they can pretty much have a chance. I don't expect Tom Brady to throw for 20 yards. I think it's supposed to be low scoring, and then apparently relying on Nick Folk has to make plays too. It's gonna come down to Nick Folk making plays as well.
At least he's been pretty good.
He has been really good, so I can't really shit on him too much. But it's gonna come down that the missing kicks is not gonna fly in this game. No. But other than that, low scoring, smash mouth. I'm picking New England to win 20-14, and they will win the division. And then we'll worry about Baltimore and Kansas City later. But for the most part, this should be interesting. It's gonna be a very tough game though.
Yeah, it's gonna be very tough. It's actually really scary. Never thought in my days of watching this team that this would happen. Mm-hmm. Actual showdown. Buffalo has 10 wins, first of all. When the hell? Like, wow.
That was before I was born.
Right?
No, I'm dragging, but I was like in kindergarten when they won 10 wins in the game.
Buffalo has 10 wins. Now, they are really in contention. It's insane. And they have a chance to beat some playoff teams, too.
I believe
they're a scary team. They really are. I'm just surprised. I'm damn near speechless, but defeat the purpose of recording this, right? If I'm speechless.
Yeah.
But I'm very surprised, and I'm kind of happy to be 100% honest, because I was low key kind of tired of everybody making fun of this division, and now we have a real contender here besides the Patriots. Finally, like that's good and bad at the same time, but it's good because unfortunately they're good when we're not that good like we usually are. So now there's actually cause for concern. However, I'm 100% with Trevor. This is going to be a low-scoring game. I really would like to see N'Keal Harry break out because we need it. If we have any chance of doing anything when it comes to ball, we need a second receiver. So hopefully he can do his thing. The running thing, it's interesting how Buffalo can really turn off whatever they really focus their mind to. So it's going to be interesting to see what they focus on Saturday, whether it's going to be our run game or our pass game. If they're smart, they'll focus on our run. If they're smart, which they are, so they might do it. But they should. If I'm them, I'm selling out for the run, and then I'll make you throw and see what happens. It's funny.
It makes sense.
Yeah, and it's asinine to say that about a Tom Brady-led offense, but that's how it's become this year. So if I'm Buffalo, I'm selling out for the run. I'm making sure Sony and company does not leave the line of scrimmage all day. That's what I'm doing. And then make them throw. Tre'Davious White is good enough to lock up one person. So that's what I would do if I'm them.
If I'm Buffalo as well, which is more important against this Patriot team, protect the football. They turned the ball over 5 times in week 4 against the Patriots week 4. 5 times. 3 interceptions by Allen, 1 by Barkley, and I think they fumbled the ball. Like I said, all to fumble the ball. And then Allen got hit, got knocked out of the game in that game, but was accidental. So who cares? But Allen likes to run the ball, especially when there's no one to pass the ball to. He likes to run, and that's kind of like, all right, cool. Just like just take him out. He fumbles the ball a lot when he does that. He fumbles the ball a lot, so protecting the football will be really important for them. If they can hold and protect the football, they have a chance. But if the Bills lose the turnover battle, they're not winning this game.
Impossible, yeah, they're not winning the game at all.
Anyway, but we can't. By the end of the day, the Patriots have to play smart and at least stop being so fancy with the play calling. Just play a game. If it's not working, then figure something out. But the Bills They run the ball well. They're great defense. I want Josh Allen to throw the ball. Because you watch the game against Baltimore, a lot of his receivers really let him down. Like, they were dropping passes.
They don't have really high top play makers like us.
So, you know what I'm saying? So, I expect it to be a low-scoring game, run the ball a lot, and we'll see from there.
Yeah, from the game in week 4, if I'm New England's defense, I will do the exact same game plan because he hasn't grown that much in Josh Allen that much. He's not bad per se, but he hasn't grown enough to really count on his arm. So, like exactly what you just said, what Baltimore did was basically the same. Just blitz the hell out of this kid and make him do something about it, which he didn't. So, that's a similar game plan to what we had in week 4, so just do that. Offensively, what happened in week 4 is that we were way too conservative because I think all the injuries started to pile up at that point. You can't be conservative. I'd rather us go down fighting than playing like a bitch and then losing. So,
I was serious when I said last week, though. I was serious when I said last week. The Patriots need to win this game because if they lose, even if the Patriots lose this game, they still own the tiebreaker against the Bills because of conference wins.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? So they'll have a chance to win it. But then it's like, we don't want to have to put us in a situation where we end up being the 2 seed or the 3 seed. Because I think about it, if we lose on Saturday, we potentially get the 3 seed because remember Kansas City has a win over us.
Yep.
So,
and Houston.
But Houston has 5 losses, so I don't expect them to worry about that. But anything we see what's going to happen.
God Fitzpatrick comes out of nowhere and wants to destroy us.
Which honestly, that's probably the biggest trap game in Week 17. To be honest with me, the Dolphin game in Week 17 is a trap game because you're right. Fitzpatrick be like, this is my 1 year in Miami. Let me just go out with a bang and just go ham. Why not?
God Fitzpatrick.
And I won't be surprised if we do that shit either. So,
Jesus Christ. But that's the little overview we have for the Bills game. And that's pretty much it since they didn't give us much material to work with on Sunday because it's the Cincinnati Bengals. Oh, yeah, one more thing. The tape. I wonder what could have been using that tape to cheat. Did you see anything? I didn't see anything.
I didn't see anything either. You know what's crazy? In New York, there's a show called Maggie and Bart. Bart Scott's radio show. But he wasn't there. It was another guy there.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, he's terrible. But she was saying that that the tape you see in the field could not have been that. She questioned Stephon Gilmore's performance. She said, yes, Stephon Gilmore is great, but wouldn't it help with that tape if you know exactly what the corner's going to do, what the receiver's going to do?
No.
And I'm like, no, like, no. What are you talking about? Like,
where was that in the tape that showed anything what receivers were doing?
That's what I was saying. I'm like, wait a minute. You're saying that, Stephon Gilmore had 2 picks, so maybe would have helped if he would have seen the tape. What was on the tape?
What tape?
The only thing wrong the Patriots did was that the person that was there is a fucking idiot.
Yeah,
that's
it. Put the screen so that we're going to get in trouble for that. We're going to get fined. I'm just hoping there's no more than that because I want to put it past Goodell's mother trucking ass to like you're gone with a 2nd round pick too. Like I wouldn't be surprised if there's some crazy shit like that. But we're getting fined though.
Yeah,
because we did violate the rules. His dumb ass that really stayed the sidelines like an idiot. So that's happening. But there was nothing on that tape. And you know how I love in Fox, NFL Fox, where they debated with Jay Gazer, how the rest of them were like, oh my God, this is bad. They really did cheat. Like Michael Strahan, I'm looking, I'm like, cheat? What the hell was on the tape? What are you talking about?
Michael Strahan.
This look bad for the Patriots, huh?
Michael Strahan's always been a Patriot hater, low key. So I'm like, we're not surprised. I expected this from Rob Parker to say some dumb shit like that. Max Kellerman to say some stupid shit like that. But come on, it's nothing burger.
Which I think he did. I think Matt Kahneman did say
he
something.
He did. He was talking mad shit. And it was like ridiculous. But, I don't know. At the end of the day, if the Patriots end up winning the Super Bowl, the fiery doesn't matter because the risk was worth the reward per se. But,
I'm glad that the tape came out. It protected our integrity. We just have a dumbass working in our freaking organization.
Who was suspended, and I'm not surprised he'll get fired. They'll fire him just for the hell of it.
Yeah, stupid.
Because you're an idiot.
Yeah, you deserve everything, motherfucker. Well, anyway, that is going to be all for today.
Yes.
Very short episode for once.
Yes.
But next week will not be short.
Not at all. It's going to be really, really in-depth. And it's Christmas Eve next weekend.
Oh, it is Christmas Eve next week. Oh, sugar. Nice. So that means this will come on Christmas.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah. Yeah. Goddamn right. Also, we'll talk about 32 bars probably on the next
Friday.
Friday. Big game. So if you want to pull up,
Matter of fact, no. Talk about it right now.
Yeah. 32.
Because that'll come out Saturday. Yeah. And that's the day of. Yeah.
32 bars, not too far. We'll be back at Tinanog in Times Square, the Patriot Bar. This is a huge game. We need everybody there to get loud. My family's coming there. They're Giant fans and the Browns fan who's gonna hate, who told me straight up they're here to see us lose. And I told them, well, guess what? You're gonna be mad because they're gonna be disappointed because they're not going to lose. Patriots Saturday, 4:30. We'll be there. Hope to see you there too. Let's go Pats.
Let's go Pats. With that all said, I believe you all know already where we are, but I'll say them anyway because I have to. You gotta like, rate, subscribe, and comment on all our stuff on YouTube, iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher Radio, iHeartradio, Google Play Radio, and we are on Twitter at Podcast Dynasty.
And
we're done. Goodbye, guys.